Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, my Los Angeles friends, what's up? How we doing? I say that kind of rhetorically. I know how you're doing. I know how you're doing on this Thursday night as this news literally just broke. We have some major breaking news to discuss right now, my Los Angeles friends. Bang. Kyle Tucker to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kyle Tucker is a Los Angeles Dodger. We were hearing smoke about this throughout the entire offseason, and I very much believe where there's smoke, there's fire. There's been smoke around Kyle Tucker and the Dodgers having interest in Kyle Tucker throughout this entire offseason. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And yeah, beyond that smoke, like the big red machine cane, like there's fire. There's fire right here, man. 4 years, reportedly, $240 million with an opt-out after the second year. Let's talk about it, my Los Angeles friends. Let's talk about this, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's get right into it. Please give me a quick minute to take care of some business, and after we do that, we'll react to this together. Kyle Tucker's a Dodger. What? Let me take care of some business real quick, and then we'll do it. We'll talk about Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers. First of all, major shout out to Roast Star for sponsoring this video. A lot of you already know the routine by now, but just in case you don't, hot coffee, cold brews, chocolate, all kinds of great drinks and treats for you to try and enjoy. Visit our website, roaststormer.com. Links in the description below. And if you find something that you want to try and make an order, you can always save some money on that order by using my code TonyD. Shout out to Roast Number. Thank you once again for sponsoring this video. And also, if you all please do me a favor, leave a like on this one and hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a bunch as I continue to try to grow here on YouTube. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. I would very much appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that takes care of the quick business I need to take care of. Thank you for being patient with me while I did that. Let's all get into this video. Let's talk about Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers. That's insane, bro. That is insane. Again, like I said in the intro, we were hearing smoke about this all off season long, but still, the fact that it just happened when there were like rumblings as soon as like a day or two ago that the Mets were going to give like $50 million a year to Kyle Tucker, that the Dodgers swoop in and go, yeah, you know what, that's cute, we'll give him 60. We'll give Kyle Tucker 60. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Listen, man, a lot of people, the brief time I was on Twitter once this news broke, I saw a lot of people, a lot of baseball fans that are not in Los Angeles, a lot of baseball fans that are not Dodger fans are not happy with this. And you know what? From a neutral fan's perspective, you know, someone who's just a Tigers fan, I have a lot of LA friends. I love my LA friends. But, you know, I'm not a Dodgers fan. I respect the Dodgers. I respect and love each and every one of you. But, like, I'm not a Dodgers fan, you know? I'm just a Tigers fan. From a neutral fan's perspective, I get it. If you're upset that the Dodgers just paid Kyle Tucker and they just pay superstar after superstar after superstar after superstar, I get it. But at the same time, man, I've said this in previous videos. I'll say it again right now. It's very important for me to say it again right now. I respect it, though. I respect the Dodgers for constantly going for it. I wish other teams would do that. I specifically wish my team would do that with our superstar player, my opinion, the best pitcher on the planet, Scuba. Like, I wish we would pony up the money and pay and keep our superstar Scuba in Detroit. I wish we would pay him and show the world, like, yeah, we're going for it. We're trying to win a World Series here in Detroit with Scuba, but we're probably not going to do that for whatever reason. Like, for whatever reason, we don't want to pay Scuba. Meanwhile, the Dodgers constantly, time after time, go, okay, if these other teams don't want to pay these superstars, we'll do it. We've got the money to spend. Like, we'll do it, man, you know? And if you're a superstar like Kyle Tucker, why wouldn't you want to go to the Dodgers if they do have interest in you and they make a massive contract offer to you? Why wouldn't you want to go play in beautiful Los Angeles, California for a Dodgers team with superstar after superstar after superstar, the likes of the Never Seen 17, the GOAT Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, That's just from a position player standpoint. From a pitcher standpoint, too. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Glasnow, Sasaki, and we go on and on and on. Like, this is a team filled with superstars. You get to play and live in Los Angeles, California, play in that Dodger blue, play at Dodger Stadium. Like, if you're getting paid the bag and you get to go for a chance to help the Dodgers win a third straight ring. Like, why wouldn't you do it if you're a superstar like Kyle Tucker, you know? So this is all to say, you know, my opinion on all of this. If you want to be mad that the Dodgers are just constantly paying superstar to superstar to superstar, I get it. But at the same time, I'm not mad. Like, I respect it. I wish more teams would go for it. And in Kyle Tucker's case, you know, there was only reportedly 2 other teams, the Mets and the Blue Jays, who were interested in Kyle Tucker. Like, I wish there could have been more teams interested in him to make this really more interesting, you know? All to say, man, I wish more teams would do this. I wish more teams, like my Tigers, would spend the money to try to pay the superstar players, you know? That's how I see it, man. I hope that makes sense. You know, again, if you want to be mad at this, I get it. I'm not even going to argue it, but in my opinion, I respect it. I respect the Dodgers for spending the money and for constantly going for it, man, and paying these superstar players when it seems like other teams across baseball aren't going to pay the superstar players, you know? They're just taking advantage of what other teams aren't doing, you know? That's how I see it personally. I'm not mad. Me personally, I'm not mad. It's just going to make, you know, trying to take down the Dodgers in the 2026 season and beyond so much more thrilling. I think this is good for baseball to have kind of an enemy for the rest of the league to try to take down. Like, oh, we got to take down the big, bad, mighty Dodgers. I think that's good that there's a team that everyone is trying to chase and take down, if that makes sense, you know? Everyone's trying to take down the Dodgers. I think this is good for Major League Baseball. And if someone is able to take down the Los Angeles Dodgers, I think that's going to be great for Major League Baseball. Hopefully, maybe that team will be my Detroit Tigers. I'm still holding on hope that we are going to get that 2026 World Series between my Tigers and your Los Angeles Dodgers. How fun would that be, man? That would be so much fun. Hopefully that comes true next fall, this upcoming fall. We still got a long way to go until then, though, obviously. But, yeah, the rich get richer. The rich get richer. Kyle Tucker. It looked like he might go to the Mets when that report came out that they were going to give him $50 million a season. Maybe the Blue Jays were still lurking out there, but then the Dodgers swoop in and add another superstar. This time, the biggest and best free agent on the market from a position player and just an overall standpoint. And maybe they just add the best right fielder in all of baseball too. What does this mean about Teoscar Hernandez? That's a question I have after this move. What does this mean for Teoscar Hernandez? Is he maybe on his way out from Los Angeles Dodgers? There were kind of rumblings around that earlier this offseason too, but didn't Teoscar say also early in the offseason that he wasn't he wasn't leaving Los Angeles Dodgers? I don't know. What might this mean for Teoscar Hernandez now that Kyle Tucker is Los Angeles Dodgers now? That's kind of something I think about. Want to see that Kyle Tucker's a Dodger, you know? But what do I know? We'll see. But yeah, nonetheless, my Los Angeles friends, congratulations on getting the biggest fish. Congratulations for paying the superstar when not a lot of teams were making a really compelling case to try to sign said superstar player in Kyle Tucker. Congratulations to my Los Angeles friends. Kyle Tucker is a Dodger. How you feeling about it? Leave it down there in the comments below. I'll say it one more time as we close out this video here, because this is the main point I've been trying to make here throughout this video, because I've seen a lot of people upset with this news if you're not a Dodgers fan. Like, if you want to be mad, I get it, but at the same time, I'm not mad personally. I respect it. I wish more teams would try to go for these superstar players. I wish my team would pay its superstar player. But, you know, I don't know, man. That's a discussion for a different day between me, my Tigers, and Tara Skubal. But yeah, I'm not mad. I respect it. I'm happy for my Los Angeles friends, and this is going to make for a really fun 2026 baseball season, if you ask me. And the fact that there's going to be this team, the mighty Dodgers, that everyone is trying to chase and take down. You know, I think that's going to be very fun for baseball to try to, you know, take down the juggernaut, to try to take down Superman, the mighty big bad Los Angeles Dodgers. I think it's good for baseball. I wish more teams would try to pay the superstar players, but, you know, that's neither here or there. So, yeah, my Los Angeles friends, congratulations. Kyle Tucker's a Dodger. And I cannot wait for this upcoming baseball season. With that, that's all I got for you this one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. As I mentioned earlier in the video, leave a like on this one. Hit that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Congratulations, my LA friends. We'll see you soon. Until then, as always, this is usually the part of the video where I say go Tigers, baby, but instead I'll say go baseball, baby. We're all baseball fans here, right? Go baseball, baby.